We got to be better at vetting these because we don't know who these creators are. We give them access to our kids' imagination, our attention, and sometimes even their emotional trust. We're letting it go through these games, and that's scary stuff. Hey, what's going on? Welcome to the Sammy Rigaud podcast. My name is Sammy Rigaud. If you're new here or the algorithm has brought you to my channel, go ahead and subscribe, turn your notification bell on, and like this video. Today, I want to talk about something. I got this clip that I want to show you, right? I was just perusing the internet and I got this clip. I want you to see this because this is actually really scary. And this is about Jamie Borne, right? It's a case. Let's just watch it. Let's just watch it.
He's a programmer for Roblox, is behind bars on child pornography charges. Jamie Borne is charged with 40 counts of child porn possession as well as possession of a child sex doll. According to arrest records, Borne told investigators he is a programmer for the online gaming platform Roblox, which is geared toward children and teens. Borne is booked into the Orleans Parish Justice Center with a bond of over $2 million. This comes after Attorney General Liz Merrill filed a lawsuit against Roblox Corporation in August for failing to protect children from sexual predators.
There you have Jamie Borne. 40 counts child pornography involving juvenile under the age of 13 and one count of possessing, trafficking, or porn. He had a child sex doll. Now, where am I going with this? Why did I want to talk about this? I think to me, this isn't just about one man. This is more about how we've gotten way too comfortable letting strangers control our kids in the digital world. Now, I've been teaching for 12 years, and this is it. Like Roblox, Fortnite, those two specifically are like, boy, those are the games that kids play. They love them some Fortnite, and they love them some Roblox. Now, my bigger issue with this is, as I have children, I have one and I have another one on the way. As I have children, I think about how, we need to be better at like shaping their world. People always say, yeah, my daughter does well in settings, and I don't take the praise for it and all that. But I do think like some of the stuff we have in place at home is successful. She don't got an iPad. She's not gonna be holding an iPad. She doesn't watch certain things to like keep her busy and distract her, because that just makes it later in life. That just makes it continue later in life. Some of y'all trust these apps more than your own discernment, and you give your kids this app and you just go. But in this situation, I think the scariest part isn't that he just got arrested. It's the fact that people like this are sitting in the same digital spaces as your kids and my kids. These people are watching, then they're hanging around with your kids where their kids are every day. And these strangers are creating, like, let's say he wasn't going to harm anybody, right? Let's say he wasn't going to harm anybody. He wasn't going to actually go and commit anything. It's kind of scary because of having a sex doll. It's a child sex doll. Shows you where his mind kind of is. But let's just say he wasn't going to do that. This guy is creating things, and he's part of the programming for your kid's favorite game. And that should scare the mess out of you, because it's coming from an evil heart that the intention behind it, the people behind it are evil. We give our kids these games and we say, hey, this is what I want you to play. This, you can have that. Just give me some peace so I can scroll Instagram, so I can watch the Sam Rigaud podcast on YouTube, so I can go and watch Pop the Balloon, so I can watch a documentary. And we give our kids this game and say, distract them, a.k.a. raise them while I go do my thing. And I'm not sitting here saying I'm holier than thou. I'm not better. But I think this is alarming. The danger isn't only in the street anymore. It's coded into the platform. And the kids have They don't know it because they're innocent and they're watching this, and it's our job as parents to protect us. Predators don't always look like creeps. This guy doesn't look like the safest guy, but he does look like someone who's very into the tech. As someone who does music and I go to these venues, he looks like a typical guy who runs sound at events, who runs screens at events, somebody who's very technologically advanced. This is what he looks like. If you let me stereotype, he looked like that. And these are the guys that, the new Predator in 2026 and beyond looks different than what it did. It's not the creepy guy in the van. This guy looks creepy. But the other predators, the ones that they don't just have a van and they lure your kid in. No, they're slowly targeting and curating spaces for them through these games. Everybody worried about what's at school, who's at school. My kid need to have friends and all this stuff. Meanwhile, the strangers are in the tablet, going at your kid every day. And every hour your kid spends on these is another hour that, they're being targeted. It's not, I'll call it screen time, but it's just unsupervised access. We got to get better at it. We got to get better because this is scary. What is this man running around with a child sex doll for? Why does he have that? What is he doing? Why is that in his possession? Why is he traveling with one? Why does he have one in his possession? I kind of would even understand a regular sex doll as an adult. I kind of would get it. That's your thing. You're creepy, cool. Hey, do your thing. People get off how they get off. But for you to have a child sex doll means that in your mind is how you view children. You view children with that desire. That desire burns in you. It burns in you. That's a desire. And then on top of that, you now are around children's content. You're creating children's content. That's scary, man. Scary. Scary stuff. These are the people that shaping, spaces that our kids are being raised in. And you can't stop kids from going on the internet, but you got to just be conscious of what they're going on and doing. These are the people building things, and we're expected to trust our kids with this. And that's a scary, scary reality, right? Too many parents assume. The assumption is that if it's popular, it must be safe. No, it's not. It's not true. If it's popular, it must be safe. If it's for kids, somebody vetted it. If my child is in the house, it's better. At least they're protected. These are wrong. Some parents are protecting their kids through the front door and then leaving the digital back door wide open. And that's what we're faced with. These people are not raising our kids. They're setting them up and they're opening up for something that's scary. And I praise God that they caught this man before what he does to that child sex doll, he went out and did somewhere else. And I think that's scary. It's very, very scary. Just because it's for kids doesn't mean that's true. I'm a teacher. And a lot of the books we get, the curriculums we get, they're vetted multiple times. And I'll still find something either offensive, inaccurate, or some way in it. And I think we got to be better at vetting these because we don't know who these creators are. We don't know their values. We don't know their motives. But we give them access to our kids' imagination, our attention, and sometimes even their emotional trust. We're letting it go through these games, and that's scary stuff. We've normalized letting random people influence our children, and we have to fight. We have to take it back. We cannot let random people influence our children. You're a parent out there. Go listen to what your kid is listening to. Vet it. Have conversations about it. If you're a parent, what are they playing? Play it with them for a little bit. See what it is. What is this? Ooh, boy. Have conversations about it. You know what I mean? Have an intention behind everything you do, because the world is a scary world and we living in it. So that being said, make sure that strangers are not raising your kids. Make sure strangers do not have influence and access to your kids' imagination all the time. If we're going to trust Disney, let's trust Disney. If we're going to trust some of these older ones that have been here for a long time that still got some stuff, but for the most part, we can vet them day to day, you know, cool. But a lot of these new things, just because it's new and it's hot and it's popular and everybody's on it, and yo, pay attention, because some of the same people that are behind the scenes building these platforms are pedophiles. My name's Sam Rigaud. This is Sam Rigaud Podcast. God bless you.